Leo, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Leos, please. All right, Leo, your energy, the Two of Cups in reverse, okay. Your person, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Sagittarius energy, also the fixed signs for me, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Okay, this person is viewing you as the Ace of Pentacles, so potential. What you're not seeing is the Tower in reverse, all right, Aries, Scorpio energy. And we have the Fool card, so potential new beginning here. Now, what I'm kind of getting here, Leo, is that you might be recently in separation or you're single. I think you're feeling potential here for this person, but they're not coming towards you quite yet. Maybe because they want to avoid disaster. They need more information about you. I mean, maybe you work together. Maybe you see each other somewhere you go back to. Maybe you're friends, and so taking it to the next level would change that connection. We see the Ace of Wands energy in reverse. I do feel like, my Leos, your life force energy might be feeling a little bit low right now. Maybe you're feeling like, or you have recently been rejected or been through a breakup or a separation here. Now, for some of you, I mean, it obviously could be with this person. Distance could be involved if that's the case. But if that is the case, this is somebody who hasn't let you go, and I see potential for a new beginning. But for a lot of you, I kind of feel it's independent. Like, I don't feel like this is like the person you broke up with, but of course we're really early on in the reading. I just feel some of my Leos, I don't know, with the Ace of Wands, you're just kind of feeling a little bit blah when it comes to relationships, or you're just feeling a little bit lower energy, not low vibrational energy, but just kind of lower energy. I do think this person has awakened something within you. Two of Cups in reverse, like you feel this Ace of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. So I do think that you're looking hard at this person, at this situation, but you're hesitant for investing, and I feel this person may be as well, because again, this could be a friend of yours and you don't want to ruin the relationship, or maybe it's somebody that you know from the gym, and if that's your sacred space, you don't want to mess that up. Or it could be work, right? Like a work relationship where you don't want to SHIT where you eat, right? You're viewing this person as the Judgment card, Aries, Scorpio energy. You respect this person, Leo. You see them as a next level type love. You see them as somebody who's very different from all the rest. All right, and the relationship, you're viewing the Nine of Swords in reverse. There's something here that's stressing you out about this relationship. And like I said, because you have history with this person, or you're worried about what the consequences might be if this relationship transforms. And we see Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this person is single. This is somebody who's not in a relationship. So I'm actually I've got two single people here. But I think you're both a little bit hesitant because of whatever your circumstances are, right? Like I said, you know this person for a long time. They're a friend. You don't want to lose that friendship if things go south, or you don't want to, mess up work or a place you like to go where you see them. So let's see. We see honor your ancestors. So learn how to connect to your ancestors so you may receive their guidance in your life. Okay. We're seeing reconciliation. Now, for some of you, obviously, this could be somebody you're in separation from. But there's someone or something that can still be saved if you choose to compromise. Try to find the middle ground between 2 points. Okay, so again, there could be reconciliation here, but for others of you, if this is a new person, it's like just try to find that common ground. Check in with each other, read the situation, take time to get to know each other, ask each other how you're feeling, what's going on. All right, and we see the first steps. So to get ahead, you must take the first step, even without knowing the outcome. Just don't stay where you are. And where you might be right now is in that Nine of Swords in reverse, ruminating, worried, anxious about what's happening here. And we see live outside the box. So don't be afraid to live your life outside the norm. That's where the magic happens, Leo. Okay, so we see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, obviously, a lot of times this does indicate a karmic situation, okay? And, this could be, this could be somebody who's at a distance from you. But I just kind of feel like this person, like the energy I'm getting more than anything is this person isn't quite ready to come forward. All right, and they might be also dealing with their own karmic situation, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, some sort of breakup or separation. All right, we see the Nine of Wands. So this is the wounded warrior. This is somebody who's been through a lot. So they're somebody who is going to be quite hesitant. I do think they hold a torch for you, but they are guarded. Again, maybe because of the circumstances where you know each other or the friendship or what have you. We see the Knight of Wands. This is you and this person getting along really well. So I think you work well together. I think you probably have, a friendship here. There seems to be a sense of loyalty here. You two enjoy, you probably laugh together, you play together is kind of what I'm getting. So I do think that there's some sort of foundation here. Now I'm also seeing this person is attracted to you, Leo. All right, and we see the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so you and this person balance each other out in very harmonious ways. They see that. They recognize that. This is also somebody who's prioritizing balance and harmony after some sort of upset with that Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this person, Leo, sees a lot of potential with you. All right, the Ace of Pentacles. They see a lot of potential here. We see the Page of Wands in reverse, but they might be picking up on your hesitation or feel like you're not super confident about moving towards them. Tower moment. Yeah, they know you're not super confident about some sort of transformation of this relationship, but they see so much potential, the Ace of Wands, and they are attracted to you. But they also see you as grounded, stable, but also very creative and passionate. All right. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Look at that. You two really mirror each other. It's like you two are soulmates in separation. But remember, soulmates don't always have to be romantic partners. I mean, sometimes a soulmate is a bestie, right? Or it's a coworker. But I just feel like you two mirror each other in a lot of ways. There's strong compatibility here. But I'm wondering if you two are ready to move things forward or not. Because it feels like you're both a little bit discerning. It may have repercussions, right? The transformation of this relationship. So we see addict. So your person helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Now, this could just be how they are, what they reflect back at you, Leo. But for others of you, this person might be some sort of coach or some sort of trainer or some sort of mentor, okay? I do feel they're a healthy energy, and I think that's probably what's really attractive to you. But we see the Knight coming through in reverse. Allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. So what I'm getting is, I'm not getting that this person is necessarily a player, but I feel like this is somebody who's just not sure about committing to this connection or the transformation of this connection. And again, most likely because they're worried about disaster. They're worried about if this doesn't work out, what does that do? I lose a good friend, or I make, work becomes uncomfortable, or whatever the situation is. So let's see how they're viewing you. All right, we see visionary. Okay, so they see you as a capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So they see you as a creative visionary. They see you as somebody who, as we saw here, who lives their life outside of the box and thinks outside of the box. All right. And we have child, orphan, Leo. They see you as somebody who's very independent, based on learning to go it alone, that you've conquered your fear of surviving. So this person thinks very, very highly of you, Leo. All right, so with the Tower in reverse, again, this person is a little bit avoidant, this Aries Scorpio energy. Some of you, obviously, it could be somebody who hasn't quite let you go, but I do think this person is not coming forward because they want to avoid any type of disaster. We see the Star card, Aquarius energy. When I saw the Six of Pentacles and I'm in a Leo reading, I was going to say, like, oh, this person might be an Aquarius or have strong Aquarius energy, and here comes the Star card. All right, so this person is somebody who's, I also feel they're independent. I feel like they're good at going it alone, so you're both most likely you both are, quite independent, used to going it alone. realize you don't need anybody to fix you, to make you happy, to heal you. But this is also somebody here who's going to play the long game. So this is somebody who's, I don't feel like, is in a rush to like make this happen or to sleep with you, right? And it's not because they're not attracted to you. It's because they don't want to mess this up. We see the Sun card. Oh my goodness. So Leo, Aquarius energy. This person, you make this person very happy. I think this person has envisioned a future with you from time to time. And we see the Four of Pentacles, but they're holding back to avoid disaster. So we see the Fool card, a courageous leap into the unknown, a new beginning, taking a risk, a leap of faith here. And we see the Eight of Wands in reverse, but you do need to protect your energy. Don't move too quickly here is what I'm saying, what I'm hearing, what I'm saying too. And the Queen of Pentacles, but honor your worth and your value here, Leo. Focus on you. The Queen of Pentacles is not in a rush. She's somebody who takes good care of herself, her house, her home, her finances. Like, it feels like you are really on the right path. You're healing, you're focused on you, you're building something real here. All right, and we see the Seven of Cups, and clarity will come that this is a sweet soulmate connection. But what that actually means, Leo, you know, the Six of Cups, a lot of times we do read it as a romantic thing, but a lot of times too we read it as, this is my bestie, this is my, you know, childhood friend, this is the person that, you know what I mean, I can confide in, that we have sweet energy between us. But maybe it's not necessarily sexual in nature or doesn't need to be. So it's going to be up to each and every one of you. We see the Two of Wands. This person is passionate about you. Don't get me wrong. I do feel like there's attraction. All right. And I do think the clarity that you need about whether or not to move this connection forward is coming to you. But it's going to take some time. And it's something that I do feel like Spirit saying you're right to be cautious about, until you feel safe and secure, until you feel sure, or this person feels sure. All right. So it's like there's no need to rush here. But if you are ready, if you already are well aware and you know and you're ready, Spirit saying take the first steps. If you feel like you feel stuck here, or you feel like you can't think about anybody or anything else, all right, then, you know, you may want to move forward. But I feel like Spirit saying tread thoughtfully, tread carefully. Not because there's necessarily danger here, but because I feel like what you have built with this person already, or what you already have with this person, Leo, is important, okay? So we see gossip, all right? There may be gossip about the two of you when you're together. We see incoming call. If this person has been with anybody else, like let's say you know them, let's say it's a friend of yours and they've dated other people, this person is somebody, when you send a message or when you call them, that's what they're interested in. Okay, that's what they're interested in. And I feel other people around you or around this person are like, oh, you two are, you know, like, oh, when you're with Leo, you know, things are different. Or is there something going on between the two of you type energy? And we see love is in the air. I do think this is a strong confirmation, Leo, that there are mutual feelings here. Now we see confused energy. So this person might be feeling a little bit confused, because I do think there's a little bit of fear here about what are the ramifications of this connection transforming, you know, and we could potentially lose what we already have, which is pretty awesome is what I'm getting. Okay. So let's see, this person, we see manipulator. All right, we see lost spouse, and we see cultural differences, okay? So obviously manipulator is a red flag, okay? But I'm also seeing lost spouse and manipulator. This person may be somebody who's been hurt or manipulated in a previous relationship, okay? So, and I did get that with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that this is somebody that may still be healing from a breakup or a separation. We see you and this person are different from one another. Okay, and we do see fleeting romance. And I feel like this is the big takeaway from this reading, Leo, because even though there's passion and there's attraction, and I think there's a foundation here between a lot of you. Some of you there isn't. I mean, maybe this is just somebody you work with and you're attracted to them or what have you. But what I'm seeing here is, this is the big question. Is this something that's going to last? Because if it moves into a romance, it's very hard to go back to just having a friendship, okay? And some of you may miss that. And like I think both of you are really thinking about that. You know, can this work? Will this work? All right, so let's see what else we need to know. Excuse me, what else do we need to know? Yeah, an external party is intruding on this relationship. There may also be other people around you and this person, Leo, a lot. Okay, so with this interference, there could be gossip. That can also mess with a connection, the energy of a connection. There may be some sort of third party, because we do see maybe this person is seeing somebody else, or maybe they're loosely seeing somebody else, or you are. You're safe and you're divinely guided, Leo. This relationship is moving towards sacred union, okay? For some of you, you're going to have to give it time, but you and this person don't share the same vision, or you might not be on the same page just yet. So Spirit's saying you've done the work, abundance flows to you now. All right, let's get more information, because some of you, this is a connection that may work out, all right? But it may take some time for you two to get on the same page. All right, what else do we need to know? So the runner, okay, so this person, I do think, like with the Wheel of Fortune, the energy I'm getting from them is them holding back, them having a fear of intimacy, maybe listening to their ego, running from a codependent relationship. But I kind of feel like they dealt with that in the past. I do think this person is worried about moving things along with you, not because they're not attracted to you, Leo. They are. It's not because of that. It's because of the ramifications. We see love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Okay. And we see not enough. So I feel like some of my Leos, you may be feeling a little bit frustrated here. Some of you might be lacking confidence. There might be fear or ego issues or jealousy. But I actually think that's a lot of what my Leos you've dealt with before. I don't think it's necessarily with this connection. Now, some of you might be feeling this way about them, but I am kind of getting the Two of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Some of my Leos, you're just feeling a bit deflated from what you've experienced in other connections. And we see the butterfly. We see relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. What I'm getting with this energy, Leo, is that a lot of you, like, there's a timing issue here. You need more information. You need to spend more time together. That's where you're going to get the clarity about what this soulmate connection is. Is it a beautiful friendship, or is it a romance? A lot of you, I see it moving towards romance. Okay? Something, we see marriage, something solid, stable, and secure, but it kind of feels like there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot that needs to be figured out before that happens. So remember, the right person is not going to pass you by. You don't have to rush into a decision here. We see engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So some of you, that is the potential of this soulmate connection. But again, I do feel there's a really strong message here, or maybe even a warning about timing. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Figure out, are you on the same page? What are the obstacles here? And what you have right now, is it worth risking? All right, so we see abundance. Wow, double abundance for you, Leos. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. All right. And we see bravery. Ooh. So you're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off out of fear, which is understandable. But you don't have the strength and bravery. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. Yeah, so this is the decision that is going to take bravery for sure. All right, my lovely Leos, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.